Here we will see the remaining types of character manipulation functions. Let's resume our discussion in character manipulation function with LPAD and RPAD. These two functions are used to pad a character at the left and right side of the string. In LPAD function, a string is left padded to length n with a character. RPAD is similar to LPAD, but it pads the character in the right side. Here is the syntax for both these functions. In this syntax, if the padding character is left out, a space will be used as a default. See this statement to understand the operations of LPAD and RPAD. Select LPAD, sal, 10, $, RPAD, sal, 10, pound, from EMP. This statement displays the salary with 10 digits, and in the right and left in a justified manner, and the remaining digits are filled with the characters $, and pound. I hope you now understand the functions LPAD and RPAD. Now we are going to discuss the trim function. The trim function is used to trim the heading or trailing character from a character string. Let's see the syntax. In this syntax, we can specify any one of the options. First, let's see the option leading. This option trims the specific character from the left side. Next, trailing. This option trims a specific character from the right side. And finally, if we give the option both, it trims a character from both sides. Here we will see the statement to trim a character from the string. This statement trims the character W from the string wings. Because we have not specified any option in the trim function, it takes the leading as default and it removes the leading character from the name. In this section, we have learned the functions for changing the styles of a string and the functions to manipulate the characters. Here we are going to learn the conversion functions available in SQL. These functions are used to convert value from one data type to another. First, let's discuss the function toChar. This function is used to convert number, varchar2, date, and other data types to a character data type. Here is the syntax. toChar date format. Here we have used the date in the toChar function. This function converts date, timestamp, and other date-related data type values to varchar2 data types by the format specified in the function. If we don't specify any format, the date is converted into varchar2 format as a default. The date data type value is converted into a value in the default date format. Have a look at this statement. This statement displays the current time in the specified format. We will discuss the different formats later in this lesson. Here we have studied the way to convert numbers to characters. Now we will see the function which converts a character value to a number value. For this, we need to use the function toNumber. This function converts a string to a number. The syntax for the toNumber function is: in this syntax, string 1 is the string that will be converted to a number. Format mask is optional. This is the format that will be used to convert string 1 to a number. NLS language is optional. This is the NLS language used to convert string 1 to a number. Here we will see a statement to convert a string to a number using this function. Select toNumber 903.43 from Dual and press Enter. Now this statement converts the above value to a number type. Likewise, we can convert a value to a number data type. Date functions. In this section, we are going to concentrate on the date function. Generally, all date functions operate on Oracle dates, and all date functions return a value of date except the month between function. This function returns the numeric value as months between the two months. First, we will see the function toDate. Here is the syntax of the toDate function. toDate, string, format. This function returns a character string representing the given date in any one format. Here are the different formats. Now see this statement. Select toDate, sysdate, dd, mon, YY from dual. In this statement, we have used the toDate function. This function will return the current date to the specified format. Here we have given the format as number of days in a month, month with 3 letters, and 4 digits of year. So this statement displays the date in this format. Let's see the months between function. This function takes 2 dates as input parameters and returns the number of months between those dates as output. Let's see the syntax of the months between function. Months between, date 1, date 2. This statement returns the months between the dates, date 1 and date 2. See this statement. Select months between 10 March 2002, 10 Jan 1999 from dual. In this statement, we have used the months between function between 2 dates, so this function returns the number of months between these 2 dates as 38. Now we will discuss the add months function. This function adds n number of months to the specified date. Here is the syntax. Add months, date, n. Here, n number of months is added to the date. Have a look at this statement. Select Add Months 1 Jan 2000, 10 from dual. In this statement, we have added 10 months to the date, so it returns the date after 10 months. Now we will discuss the next day and last day functions. The next day function returns the date of the specified next day in a week. Here is the syntax. Next day, date, char. In this syntax, the value of char may be a character string representing a day. Look at this statement. Select next day, 01 Jan 2000, mon, from dual. This statement returns a date of the next Monday in that week. Last day function will return a last date of the month. See this syntax. Last day, date. In this syntax, we can give any date. It returns the last day of the month specified in the date. Type the statement as select last day 01 Jan 2000 from dual and press enter. This statement returns the last day of the month specified in the date. Now we will see the truncate and round function. The truncate function returns the same date if the time is before 12 a.m., and the round function will return the current date or the next date according to the time. If the time has passed 12 p.m., the next day's date will be returned. Here's the syntax. Select truncate, date, round, date from dual. Here we are going to use these two functions with sysdate. Select truncate, sysdate, round, sysdate from dual. This statement displays the dates according to the time. In this lesson, we have discussed conversion functions, date functions, their syntaxes, and the way to use these functions. Here in this reference, you can find some other functions.